Okay, y'all, so starting out, as always, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the shade Eden. I really do love this primer. It completely cancels out all the redness on my eyelid. The first eyeshadow that I'm going to be using is going to be, it's a Milani shade. No, it isn't. Just kidding. It's Physicians Formula. It's one of their quads. I'm not really sure the name of it right this second, but I'll list it in the description box. And I'm just taking the lightest shade from that palette and applying it everywhere except my lid. And then I realized that I needed to fill in my brows a little bit. Again, I'm not really super into the heavy brows, but they needed a little something today. My first crease color is going to be a very light purple color. I pretty much, most of the time, I will use my 120 palette by the company Manly. I think there's a lot of different companies that make that palette, but 9 times out of 10, that will be in the majority of the videos of mine that you watch. And I'm just taking one of the lightest purple shades and I'm applying that all in the crease and under the outer third of my lower lash line. Then I'm going to be taking a shade that's a little bit darker and a little bit bluer, and I'm going to keep that in the lower crease and on the outer third of my lid. I'm just going to keep on packing that color on until I get the desired shade that I'm going for. Now with an even smaller brush, I'm going to take some black eyeshadow and just really concentrate that on the outer V of the lid so that I can have some major depth going on, because the picture that I was looking at had a lot of different gradients of purple. There was some light purple and some dark purple. For my highlight, I'm taking the lightest color and the color next to the lightest color in that 120 palette and just going right under the brow bone. Here I'm taking NYX Jumbo Shadow in the shade Milk, and I'm blending that out with my finger on the inner third of my upper and lower lash line and my tear duct as well. This is just going to really give the yellow something to stick to. Now I'm taking the brightest yellow from that palette, the 120 palette, and I'm just going to really pack that. Like, at first, I'm just going to pat it on, and then I'll sweep it a little bit to keep fallout from happening as much as possible. But to get the major color payoff, I'm just going to keep going back and applying more and more shadow. And you just want to easily blend it into the purple. It shouldn't be too bad. It's pretty blendable to me. And then I'm also going to take that same yellow and apply it to the lower lash line on the inner part of my eye as well. Now for the inner corner, I'm just again taking the lightest shade, and where I put that base down, it's going to be a lot brighter right there than it was on the brow bone. So it's really going to open the eyes up. Here I'm just going back in and cleaning up and applying more shadow where I see that I need it or where blending would have taken it away. And yep, that's what's happening there. I don't know about you all. What I'm doing right there, some of it is cleaning up fallout, and then some of it is just this black specks that just get all over my face when I'm doing my makeup. It's very aggravating. But my eyeliner that I used today was the Black Tanzanite by Sonia Kashuk, and it's a very pretty purpley blue black kind of eyeliner. I love it very much, and it seemed to work out really good with this look. And for my liquid liner, I'm using the Wet n Wild Mega Liner in black. I've been using this one for about a month now. I just happened to run out of eyeliner and picked this one up, and it's got the felt tip on it, which I absolutely love. I'm not really a fan of the brush liners. I always mess it up. But the felt tip makes the wing action so much easier for me. This is kind of a pain in the butt. I don't know what in the world happened. I read the instructions, but I bought this stuff on one of those like websites. I think it was called Wish, or I think actually it's called Cute, but it's powered by Wish. And I followed the instructions completely. I figured it was supposed to be somewhat like that unique makeup that you see going on right now. So I decided, well, this one's $4 or $6 compared to, the unique one, and I wanted to try a cheaper alternative to see how I was going to like the idea of the product before I committed to the actual cost of the unique stuff. So I bought this stuff, and it said to apply your normal mascara, your favorite mascara, and I did that. And then it said to apply a coat of the gel that is supposed to bond the fibers to your lashes, and before the gel can dry, you're supposed to apply the fibers. You will see through this, I've done that several times. I'm not really sure if there's a very big difference in what my mascara does and in what my knockoff unique stuff does. I'm not really sure. If you guys can notice a difference, tell me. But I think that I could tell kind of on the upper lashes that there was a little bit of a difference, but not so much on the lower lashes. So, not really sure about it. Not really sure if I will try that or if I'll just stick to applying false lashes for whatever reason. But, yeah. And of course, when I was doing my mascara, it always happens, I wound up getting it on my eyeshadow. Ugh, does anybody else do that? I can't stand it. But at the same time, I didn't want to stop what I was doing to go ahead and clean that up because I knew I would probably do it again. So I just kept on going, and then I'll clean it up in a minute. There we go. There's me cleaning it up and getting annoyed because there goes all the eyeshadow. But you know what? We're just going to cover it up to the best of our ability because I'm not starting over. The day is happening. So now we just have to smile and put on our blush and our highlight and deal with that little black speck on my eye. I know that brush right there is probably not supposed to be used for highlight, but you know what? It worked pretty good. And then for my lips, this is another thing that I got off of that Wish website, and I actually really like it. I got a 12 pack of lip liners for like $4, and some of the colors in there are like kind of the same, but for the most part, the ones that are the same look a lot like this color right here, and it just so happens that I really like that color, so I'm digging that. That's fine with me. I don't care to have repeat colors when they're going to be pretty like that. And I'm just going to go over that with a little bit of pink lip gloss and lipstick, and then the lip gloss that is on the end of that lipstick, and we're going to call this done. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.